In this Anime Last Stand video, it will be a compilation of my journey through Anime Last Stand. With over 200 plus hours spent on this account, I have obtained multiple godlies with OP traits on them. Thank you for the crazy support with all the videos. With that out of the way, let's get on with the video. Welcome to our first Anime Last Stand video, where I will be going from a noob to a pro. In this video, we will be obtaining and evolving our first meta units, getting celestial traits on them, and try to progress through the game. Like and subscribe because it helps me out a ton. And with that, let's get on with the video. Welcome to Anime Last Stand Noob to Pro. Let's get on with this series. As you can see, there is little to no playtime in this account, and barely anything. First of all, of course, we claim all the codes that we can. Oh, looks like I might have used this account to re-roll in the past. Oh well, let's play the first map. So I played until like Act 4, until I realized that there was a world skip option. This makes my life way easier. The best starter legendary is in the banner, so let's try and get him. Yes! We got him! He's a really good unit for beginners. If you're just starting out, I recommend getting this legendary unit. Let's try and get a decent trait on him. Hyperspeed is decent. I'm gonna keep this trait. My goal for this episode is to get myself meta starter units, and possibly the Sung Jin Woo secret. And with that, we have Banner 2 unlocked. I forgot to do the daily spin. Let's do it right now. Yes! 50 re-rolls. Ooh! Tatsumaki on Banner 2. I heard that Tatsumaki is a very strong starter for beginners. Let's try and get her to progress faster. No Tatsumaki, but luckily we got Yami from Black Clover. I think he can be evolved into a good character in the future, but right now he might be a good starter unit. Right now, I really want to do some nightmare stages to get rerolls. Let's do that now. Now, let's claim all the quests we completed. I just woke up and saw that the banner is the One Punch Man units, which are insane units in the early game and can help us out a ton in progressing. Let's start summoning. Yes, we got Garu. Garu has 2 new evolutions in this update, but that will be for a video in the future. Let's continue summoning. We got Tatsumaki. She also has an evolution from this update, which is very strong, but I think we won't be getting it anytime soon, as it is difficult to get. Yes, we have the final character, Saitama. It's time to get some traits on these units. First will be Garu, because he is a meta early game starter. I hope I get a 1 placement trait on this guy. He's pretty strong. Next is Tatsumaki. I'd also love a 1 placement trait on her. I hope we get something on Saitama too. Well, nothing. Oh, well. Let's equip our units. What a beautiful team for a starter. Time for us to try and evolve Garu. Time to grind for the stained bandage. This will take a while. After 20 plus or so runs, we finally got the stained bandage. First, let's claim our level rewards. Let's check out his evolution requirements. He's actually really cheap. Let's get stats on him first. Oops, I forgot to exclude the trash stats. Wow, we got triple S. Okay, that's good enough. Let's go. Our first evolved unit. Let's try and get a good enchant on him. Let's get back to grinding. Yojin just popped in the banner, has a great farm unit. Let's go and get him. Business Yojin acquired. Looks like I forgot to showcase my Garu. Let's do that now. Look at that damage. 800k on upgrade 3. Wow, 2 million on the last upgrade? Holy cannoli. I'm back from farming rerolls. I hope we get entrepreneur on Yojin. Yes, we got it. Back to grinding. Igris just showed up in banner, so let's get him to evolve. Sung Jin Woo. One down, and we need one more. Wow, we need a lot of shards for these guys. This is gonna be a pain. I forgot to upgrade skill tree. Oops. Time to grind for Jin Woo. After hours of grinding for Jin Woo, we finally got him. Let's try and get a good trait on him. Aw, man, not a single good trait. His Evo requirements are actually quite easy for this version. Let's re-roll his stats before evolving him. Another triple S on our first roll? Wow. Please give me something good on damage. W's in the chat. The next Evo requirements are crazy. I was grinding rerolls, and Iron showed up in banner. Let's get him. Make sure Mythic isn't auto-sold. Yes, we got 2 of them. Now it's time to re-roll on Jin Woo. Let's go. I'm happy with my overlord, Jin Woo. After hours of grinding, we finally have all the things to evolve Jin Woo. So to evolve Jin Woo, we need evolved Igris and Iron. We now have all the necessary requirements to evolve them. Oh, never mind. Let's go! We finally have the secret Jin Woo. Now, let's test out his damage. Wow, this damage is amazing! Keep in mind, he is only level 43. I am so happy I got this unit early on. This guy will help me out a ton. Wow, look at this damage. On top of that, he also applies Cripple. What? What a cool animation! What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Noob to Pro. In this video, I will be preparing myself to get our first godly unit. We will be getting different units to help our godly grind become a little less painful. With that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So I think we are all set to go into World 2 now. Let's go ahead to the portal and try it out. Whoa! I think this map is inspired from the Eclipse from Berserk. This is actually light work. Look at how easy I'm defeating all these enemies. And with that, World 2 is unlocked. This is where the real fun begins. Before going into World 2, though, let's try and get ourselves a Rengoku, since his evolution is an absolute unit. Idol is in the banner. Let's try and get her. Now let's try and get a trait on her. Nice. We got Entrepreneur. I've been doing Infinite for 3 days straight, and still no Rengoku. Looks like the new banner has Giorno, a really strong starter unit, and late game too. Let's try and get him. What a bummer! We didn't get him. I forgot about extra rewards I forgot to claim. Let's try it one more time. Would you look at that? I got Giorno! Finally, I got our Rengoku. Since the 4x boost is already on, let's try and get a good trait on them. Looks like I'm getting really unlucky in World 1. Let's try our luck in World 2. Wow, still very unlucky. Finally, Overlord. We still have some re-rolls remaining for Giorno. I hope we get lucky. Let's go! Another Overlord trait. To evolve him, we need to go ahead and do Demon Place portals. Luckily, with all the infinite runs I did, I have a lot of them. We finally have all the horns needed to evolve him. Next up is the fire essences. Dang, this game mode is really difficult. I'm gonna need a little help in caverns. I'll ask for some help from my friend. And with that, we finally have all the essences. Let's go! An evolved Rengoku. Let's go ahead and try out the World 2 story. Whoa! We got a full day axe. Who could be the godly we're getting next episode? Put your guesses in the comments. We went ahead and stopped at the JoJo map because I want to try and evolve a Giorno. Now let's try out these legend stages. We have our time essence. Now we need to do nature caverns. Hold up. I got a little sidetracked and saw that Needle Queen is in the banner. She has the perfect seal element, which does 200% to all elements. She will be helpful in the caverns. Whoa, we also got ourselves Benimaru. I won't be using him anytime soon, though. Let's roll a trait on our Needle Queen now. Finally, an avatar. Let's go. All we need to do to evolve her is the knitting needle. Let's get one and evolve her. Okay, knitting needle acquired. Now we can evolve her. Oops! We actually need 35 more cosmic essence. Let me do that real quick. All right, I think we have all of it. Let's go ahead and craft the cosmic essence. Finally, we can evolve her. Now that we have Needle Queen, it's right back to grinding for Giorno's evolution material. We finally have all the materials to get his first evolution. All we have to do now is to craft the divine cycle. Finally, for his second evolution, we need a lot more essences and the Arrow of Awakening. Back to grinding. I forgot to show you how I do my nature caverns. Okay, we got all the elemental essences. Now it's time to do Morio Legend stages to get time essence. This legend stage is a breeze, no challenge. It's pretty easy. All we need to do now is craft the Arrow of Awakening, and we're all good with Giorno. Okay, that's all of them. Evo time. Last on our list is Idle, an op farm that can buff units. All she needs is cosmic essence and her Evo item. I tried this version of the elemental caverns, but it was way too hard. Okay, I think we have everything. Let's go and craft the Evo item first. Idle dress acquired. Let's go ahead and evolve Idle. Oops, looks like I'm still missing 5 more cosmic essence. This shouldn't take long. Oh my days, the footage got corrupted. But as you can see, we have Idle. Hey guys! Welcome back to Anime Last Stand Noob to Pro. In this video, we will be obtaining the godly unit, Ichigo. We also reached 100 subscribers. This really means a lot to me. Thank you for your support. And with that out of the way, let's get on with the video. Nagi is in the banner, and I think he can help us in caverns. Let's go and get him. Let's go. We got him. What does he need for his evolution? Oh, he really doesn't need a lot to evolve. Since 4X is still on, let's make the most out of it. Time to re-roll his trait. All right, we got Overlord. That's good enough. Now I'm on my phone rolling a trait on Ichigo. I hope we get something good. Oh my goodness. Let's go! We got glitched. Let's check out the godly quests for Ichigo. Looks like I already did 2 of them when I AFK farmed rerolls. These other quests don't look that hard to do, so let's get on with it. Before that, let's first evolve our Nagi to help us through caverns. Let's go ahead and buy his evolution item. All right, we have everything. Let's start off with the Mayuri quest line. Oh my, we need 2,000 energy. That's a lot. Next is the hollow form of Ichigo. And lastly, 1,000 soul tokens, which I already have. Whoa, look at this map. It looks so cool. The enemies aren't that strong, too. This stage is gonna be a breeze. Whoa! Nagi does almost 3 million on placement. His first passive makes it so you guarantee a crit on the first hit. And it does 150% damage instead of 50%. What a strong passive. The next passive buffs Nagi over time, the more attacks he does. Soul Society unlocked. Now we do the 2,000 energy quest. I AFK the Soul Society, and I have enough energy. Now it's time to get the Hollow Head. Looks like I almost have all of the essence. Cavern is way easier now because of Nagi. He can defend the other path all by himself. It is a little weird seeing Blue Lock in a tower defense game, though. All right, everything's here. Let's go ahead and get his hollow form. All right, let's continue the quest. It looks like we need to evolve Rukia to her Bankai form. Looks like all we need is the water essence. The winter cap can be bought in the raid shop. Water Cavern is pretty easy, since Giorno is a nature unit. All right, we have everything. Let's go and evolve her. Now, for her second evolution. This won't take long. They're pretty easy to get. I really wanted to try this version of Caverns again. I think we can do it this time. It's only Nightmare difficulty too, so this shouldn't be that hard. Giorno's insane range is really carrying us through this mode. I'm so glad I got this guy. I think that's all of the essence I need. Yup, that's all we need. Let's evolve her. For the next quest, we need to evolve Ichibei. Let's check out his Evo requirements. Oh, it's not that hard. We don't need a lot of stuff. For the ink altar, we need Reiyatsu. Luckily, I already have some, but it's not enough. These portals aren't really that hard. Okay, I think that should be everything we need for Ichibei. Yup, we have all the materials. The next quest requires Aizen, but I already have him from AFKing the raids. There we go. That's one off the list. The next quest we need to do is to get 3 crumbling orbs from the Soul Palace portals. This shouldn't take long. Here we are. I don't like how this map is so bright. It hurts my eyes. Whoa, the enemies are really tanky, but this shouldn't be a problem. $20 billion horsepower is crazy, but Giorno can handle it. That's one down. Since we did Soul King Palace 3 times, we also unlocked the other quest. All we have to do now is reach wave 100 in Soul Society Infinite. But before that, first let's craft an Ichor Vial. Okay, we reached wave 100. All we have to do now is get the essences we need for Ichigo. Before that, let's claim the last of the mythic shards that we need in order to evolve Ichigo. That's the last of the essences we need. Let's go ahead and craft 150 Cosmic Essence. Now for the empty helix. And finally, the helix of the forged Zanpakuto. Now we have everything to evolve Ichigo into his godly form. Wait, let's change that real quick. There we go. Now we are ready to evolve him. Let's go! We finally have our first godly unit. Here's his first attack. He's 2 million damage on placement, by the way. Here's his next attack. Their animations aren't really their strong suit. Wow! He does 400 million damage. Heya! Welcome back. In today's Anime Last Stand video, we will be obtaining the GOAT, the one and only, the Shadow Monarch, Sung Jin Woo. We will be conquering the dungeon game mode, as well as obtaining the units required to evolve him. Will his damage compare to our glitched Ichigo, or will he stand out on top? I also want to thank you guys because we reached 500 subscribers. This really means a lot to me, so I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. But with that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So for the past 2 days, I've been grinding mythic shards. As you can see here, I already have a lot of them. I really hope this is enough to evolve him. So I already have Avatar on my Jin Woo, and I don't think I have any plans on getting glitched on him since I'm free to play, and I don't have that much re-rolls. What do you guys think? Should I re-roll Avatar off of him? Let me know. Anyways, the godly quests for Jin Woo are mostly done since I did the dungeon game mode a couple of times, in order to get the coins needed to buy the mythic shards. Unfortunately though, I did not get any of the shadows like Ant King, Shadow General, and Flame Mage, but it's no sweat. This game mode is pretty easy. It just takes a long time. But enough yapping, let's get grinding. Another thing, I really only need to turn this debuff on because I don't really need more essence stones. Here we are in the dungeon, so I place my idol first since once Wave 2 begins. I can already place my Ichigo down. Once I place down Ichigo, it's smooth sailing from there. Then I place down all my units, like so. Usually I just auto-upgrade the farms, then Ichigo, and pay attention every 10 waves. Looks like our Yojin is getting destroyed. I usually sell them to get extra money back. I really like how they made this game mode. It's really unique. I haven't seen any other tower defense games have this type of game mode in them, but it does take a while to finish them. But it's all good since it's really easy to do. I also really like the map. I think this is the part in the manhwa where the monarch of beginning, I think? Anyways, he warns Jin Woo about the higher beings that are after him. It was a pretty cool part of the manhwa since the story just gets a whole lot deeper. I also forgot to tell you that I got Isagi while I was grinding for mythic shards. He's a really solid support and a damage dealer. He does 180 million every 5 seconds. Here's the boss. He shouldn't be that hard to kill since we have good units on our team. Whoa, 2 essence stones, that's amazing. So I just did the math, and it takes me about 3 hours for us to get all the units to pity. Wish me luck. I'll get back to you guys once I get a unit. Okay, I think this is the last run we're gonna do for dungeons. I just remembered, but earlier I got Chahai in from Banner 2. Unfortunately, I don't think I will be evolving her since I heard she's pretty mid. Kinda sad since Cha is one of my favorite characters in solo leveling. How about you guys? Comment down your favorite solo leveling character. There we go, Shadow General. Alright, so I just got home and it's pretty late. Since we're done with dungeons, I only have one quest left, which is to do gates 20 times. This shouldn't take long. Before that, let's buy the evolution items for the shadows that we have. You can buy them here in the dungeon shop. Let's buy gates while we're at it too. Look at this. We have so much essence stones to sell. Almost 700 million tokens. Wow. Here's the item for Baru, for Bellion, and for Tusk. Now let's buy one of each. So here we are in the gate. This shouldn't be pretty hard, and it really shouldn't take long. I'll get back to you once we finish them. So it's 7 a.m. in the morning right now. Last night I couldn't take it, and I went to bed. But now we only need 5 more gates to complete all the godly quests for Jin Woo. So I think this is the last run we're going to do. I'm really excited because I'm finally getting Jin Woo. And that's it. Okay, so we're back in the lobby, and as you can see, we have all of the quests done. Let's go ahead and claim all of them to get the Shadow Orb. Okay, now we have the Shadow Orb. Let's look at the requirements. Looks like we need to evolve Bellion, Garu, Tusk, Igris, and Iron. So let's evolve each one of them. First up is Garu. We have all the items. Next up is Bellion. Looks like we're missing some essence. Let's use the essence selector. Okay, we have enough now. Time to evolve Bellion. Looks like we don't have enough for Tusk, so let's quickly get some. I was randomly opening capsules and got Leafa. Okay, we have enough essences for Tusk now. Now for Igris. And lastly, Iron. Now we have all the shadows needed to obtain the Glyph of Shadows. So let's sacrifice them all. First up is the right hand of Ashbourne, Bellion. The King of Ants, Garu. The leader of the High Orcs, Tusk. The Blood Red Commander, Igris. And lastly, Kim Chul, the Iron Shadow. We finally have the Glyph of Shadows. We are one step closer to getting our goat-sung Jin Woo. Now it's time for us to craft the Ichor Vial and get it filled up. Okay, good thing the vial filled up right away. That's the best possible outcome we could have. Sometimes it could take me 2 to 3 rounds of Infinite to get it filled up. Anyways, let's go ahead and get ourselves the empty Helix. Okay, now finally, the Helix of Shadows. Okay, it is finally time to evolve the King. In 3, 2, 1. The King is here. We finally evolved Sung Jin Woo. Let's level him up. Whoa, we had enough food? I didn't think we could get him to max level. Let's get his skill tree up too. Okay, now it's time to test out his damage. So the goat costs 2,500 to place. His godly passive buffs summons, spawns, and clones. So he deals 2.89 million on placement with a 3-second SPA. Keep in mind, he also has the Glorious Enchant and the Avatar trait. As for his passives, his first passive, every 50 takedowns, he increases the damage of his shadows by 5%. Next is Dragon's Fear. Every 100 seconds, Sun Woo has a 50% chance to roar, slowing all enemies in range down by 30%, and enemies under 25%. HEVP permanently take 50% more damage from him and his shadows. And Roar deals 5 times Jin Woo's current damage to all enemies in range. Shadow Extraction, 50% chance to revive an enemy killed by Jin Woo with 150% of its max HP. And lastly, Monrak's presence. Any unit that enters his range is permanently slowed by 10% and take 15% more damage from his shadows. He and his shadows deal 1.5 times more damage to bosses. Let's go ahead and upgrade him. At upgrade 4, he gets Shadow Commander. Looks like he summons Igris too. Wow! Next up is Monarch's Dash. Oh, I didn't even notice he summoned more of his shadows. Here's Tusk, Bellion, and Garu. And it looks like there are no more attacks. Here we have an active ability called Shadow King's Domain. Upon activation, deal 20 billion damage to all enemies in range, self-buff damage by 35%, and buff the shadows in range by 50% for 200 seconds. Jin Woo is a pretty great damage unit that can also support with his slow and summons. I'm really glad I got this godly unit. Hey! Welcome back to the Anime Last Stand Noob to Pro series, where I will be going from a noob to obtaining the strongest units. In this video, we will be obtaining the legendary hero hunter, the human monster Garu, an absolute monster of a unit that can carry me through most of the game, as well as obtain the units required to evolve him into his godly form. Let me tell you, this was not an easy grind. It took a very long time, so I'd appreciate it if you liked and subscribed. But with that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So here we are. We have our 2 godlies, and we're about to make it 3. I barely have any of the godly quests done for Garu. I've already done 7 runs of survival. I think we should start with getting the secret version of Garu. By the way, here's the clip of when I rolled glitched on Garu. Let's take a look at his requirements. Oh, you need cosmic dust and a lot of cosmic essence, which I don't have. So the cosmic essence can be bought from the survival shop, I think? Yay, right here. And Saitama's Evo requirement is here too. But they cost way too much, and you can only get this amount inside the game mode. I think what I'm gonna do is save up enough tokens to get all of the necessary requirements in the survival shop. Here we are inside the survival game mode. I usually place my units over here inside Idol's range so that she gains a lot of money. I upgrade my Ichigo first since he can do lots of damage. I haven't really been reading the One Punch Man manga, so I don't get how Garu gets his cosmic form. If you guys know, tell me in the comments. If you're wondering how I get so much mythic shards so fast, I just buy them out from the shops from the game modes, and I spam the Soul King portal. It's quite of a grind, honestly. By the way, I want to know your guys' favorite One Punch Man character. Comment them down below. This game mode really makes me sleepy. Unlike the dungeon, you don't really have to pay attention to the game that much. While I'm doing this, I'm actually rewatching Sword Art Online. The new update made me want to rewatch it, so here I am. Can you guys recommend me some animes that I can watch? Alright, this is the boss right here. Let's get him in Jin Woo's range to activate the nuke. Okay, that's one done. A billion more to go. So, I think this is the last run we need to do. I've been playing Repo while I was spamming this game mode. It's actually a lot of fun. I saw the VOD that Queso made, and it made me want to play it. A 9 out of 10 game for sure. I've been wanting to try other Roblox games to make videos of, but I don't know which one. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions. Here's the boss. And we're finally done with survival. Up next is the Galaxy Essences from the Legend stages. I haven't done any Legend stages, but it looks like we don't have to follow them just like in story. Whoa, this map is cool. I think this is where Saitama and Garu fought? I'm not sure. I haven't read the manga yet. What? They start with 180 million horsepower? Good thing I have Ichigo, who's a light unit. Yeah, once you get past the first few waves, it becomes easy. Oh, what? They're light now. Let's place down our Jin Woo. I think Stage 2 is the one I'm going to do the most, since it gives Tatsumaki's evolution item, and it gives the most Galaxy Essence. So I think I'll do this until I get Tatsumaki's evolution item. Let's go! We got it before pity. Okay, let's go ahead and buy these cosmic dust. We need 2 of them. There we go. Okay, that's everything. That's 1 evolution down. Next up is Tatsumaki. Her stats are kinda trash, so let's roll them first. Whoa, dang, those are some good stats. All right now, it's time to evolve her. Yeah, we have everything. So we already have these 4 quests unlocked, and apparently Tatsumaki isn't needed for the quests. Oops! But that's fine. I have more mythic shards. The next one we're going to evolve is Saitama, so let's go ahead and craft the Genos core first. Alright, first Evo is done. Time for his second evolution, which we'll need a ton of things for. Oh, it looks like we don't have enough for the suit. I'll be back once I get enough tokens to buy it. We're back. It didn't take that long. There we go. All we have left is the Genos core. Looks like we need 3, so here we go. And now to evolve him into his deadly serious mode. Let's go. That's 1 more off the list. So these are all the quests we have left. So let's get to grinding. First, I'll get Genos evolution item. So last night I fell asleep while doing the Legend stages, but we luckily got 1. Let's evolve him into his first form. For his next form, we need all the Genos parts. Let's craft the core really quick. We can actually craft the other parts. The right arm is all I need. Okay, I think that's all for Genos. All we have left is the infinite quest and takedowns for Garu. Let's do the infinite quest first. I don't think we'll have any trouble doing this as my units are really strong right now. I really need to prepare for next update. The sneaks shows us that the new godly will be Shinraban Shoman from Fire Force. That's sick. Fire Force is in my top 10 animes. Alright, we finished the quest. We lost on wave 106. So it's the next day. And 4X technique luck is on. I hope we get something on Saitama. Overlord. I'll take it. I need to save up for next update. Okay, we finally have all the quests done. Let's go ahead and claim all of them now. There it is, the glyph of the cosmos, the final ingredient we need to evolve Garu. This is so hype. All we need now is the Ichor Vial. I really hope this won't take long. It took about 5 infinite runs to get that Ichor Vial. That was really tiring. But at least we have it now. Let's go ahead and craft the empty helix. There we go. Now, time for the helix of the cosmos. Now we have everything to evolve Garu into his godly form. There we go. We finally have Garu. First, let's get his skill tree up. And then we level him up. Let's go ahead and take a look at his cosmetic. Whoa, that looks so good. So here he is. He costs 2,500 to place. Whoa, these effects are amazing. His leader buff increases your unit's crit chance every 5 attacks. Now he gets mode swap. It gives us the option to use either Baldy mode or Cosmic mode. Here's Dimensional Barrage. Now he gets Cosmic Beam. Let's go ahead and use Cosmic Mode first. So he gets the ability Galactic Destroyer, which basically insta-kills the strongest enemy, and adds the HP of the strongest enemy onto his damage. Additionally, it increases the damage of Cosmic Dust by 300%. What Cosmic Dust does is it makes it so enemies in range take 3.5% of his damage per second. His other passive Perfect Copy copies 50% of the damage of the strongest unit in range every 350 seconds. Now, for his Baldy mode, so basically what the holdback passive does is that he has the chance to deal 50% less damage. When he does that, he gains 2% more damage, capping at 30%. And every time he does not crit, it increases his crit rate by 0.5% up to 10%. As for exponential growth, he starts off with a 0.5% damage buff, which doubles every wave with a cap of 35% damage. As for his ability Serious Punch, it deals 100 times his current damage, and it steals 20% of up to 4 units in range. adding it to his own damage for 85 seconds. All in all, a great unit, and can reach up to 6 billion damage. Wow! Hey guys! Welcome back to Anime Last Stand Noob to Pro, where I will be going from a nobody to obtaining the best units in the game. In this video, we will be getting the one and only, the Devil's Footprint, Shinra Bancho Man. We will conquer the new dungeon game mode, as well as lose some of them, as well as obtain the new evolutions. Will Shinra live up to his name? Let's find out. So, what we're going to do first is we're going to evolve our Rimuru. We got him back in the Blue Lock update. Let's go ahead and get a trade on him first. I'll take anything. Okay, Overlord is good. Let's re-roll his stats before we evolve him. Okay, that's good enough. I'll take it. So here's the new shop. It's called the Infernal Dungeon, and it looks like we need a lot of currency to buy the items in the shop. Let's go ahead and try this game mode. I heard it was pretty hard too, so let's try it first. Whoa, look, it's Shinra. Yeah, I don't think this is possible with all the curses on. I'm barely doing any damage. So I have my friends here who are also grinding for Shinra. I hope this won't be too hard for us to handle. Yay, they have pretty high HP. But with 3 people, it's doable. And here's the boss. I think we can kill him in time. There we go. That's one down. I'm back in the lobby, and I forgot to show you the godly quest. Here they are. Looks like we need to clear the dungeon 40 times. Since we have to clear it 40 times, and that's the exact pity for Shu, let's just minimize the curses we're gonna do. This new mechanic where we need to destroy these volcanoes is pretty annoying. Imagine we have to do this 40 times. You really need to pay attention to the game. So I got tired of dungeons. So let's go ahead and do legend stages for now. First, let's go ahead and unlock the story. Whoa, I think this is the place where the tabernacle is. Yay, here it is. Okay, we're done. Let's move on to legend stages. Whoa! They have pretty high HP, but I think this is doable for us. Yeah, once you get through the first few waves, it becomes easy. So I AFK legend stages, and I think we have enough magma essence for all the units. First, let's evolve Benimaru since we can get him now. Let's re-roll his stats first. All right, that's one Evo down. Let's continue with our dungeon grind. Ah, help me. I got stuck in Shinra. So I AFK'd the first Fire Force map and got 2 of Shinra's Evo items, and I found someone willing to trade their lightsaber for my uniform. Here's the clip. Let's go ahead and evolve Arthur now. And now for Shinra. Now time for Shinra's second evolution. So I think this is the last dungeon I have to do. This really took a long time since I got sidetracked by a lot of the quests. But finally, we have reached the final dungeon we're going to do. I really want to play other games. If you have any recommendations, please tell me in the comments. I think I'll be doing an Anime Vanguards video soon, maybe a Noob to Pro. And here it is. We finally have Eshu. Let's go ahead and get his evolution item first. Wow. We had a lot of tokens saved up. Let's go ahead and roll on Shu's stats. All right, that's good enough. Now lastly, Arthur. There it is. We have all of the units required in the Godly quest. All we have to do now is these quests. I actually AFK the Takedowns quest on Shinra since I was lazy, but we completed it now. So now we are done with the Legend stages. All we have to do now is the Wave 100 quest on Oasis. This shouldn't take long. Here we are. I hope this won't be too difficult. We actually lost on Wave 96. We're going to replace Yojin with Benimaru for more damage. So I still lost with Benimaru. But now, let's go ahead and try with Giorno, since his ability sends them back to the start. Oh yeah, this is way easier with Giorno. Let's use Garu's nuke ability. Let's pop Giorno's ability once the boss is near the base. Oh, looks like we don't need to. Here it is, the final quest done. So here we are, we have all the quests done. Now let's claim them one by one. There we have it, the Glyph of Inferno. Now let's go ahead and craft the Helix. There we go. Now, it's finally time to evolve Shinra into his godly form. Whoa, that's insane. Now I heard he changes based what element you have most in your team. Since he is fire, let's equip fire elements first. Now let's showcase him in the new map. Here he is. His godly buff does plus 25% more team element advantage damage, which is pretty mid, not gonna lie. But he is 2,000 to place and deals 2 million on placement. Keep in mind, he is in his fire form right now. It may vary between modes. He also does Sunburn and Scorched. What Scorched does is it causes the enemies to take 50% more damage from burn-type DOTs for 15 seconds, with a cooldown of 35 seconds per enemy. Here, he gets Counter Blaze Kick, and he turns into full AoE. At this upgrade, he gets Kick of Despair. He turns into a Circle AoE. At his last upgrade, we get Volcanic Eruption. Upon activation, enemies will take 100% more damage from burn DOTs and 50% more elemental damage for the fire element. It permanently inflicts Scorched on the enemies, and the enemies under the Scorched effect will take 5 times this unit's damage and have Blazed inflicted off that multiplier every 150 seconds. As for his passives, the first one is Environmental Awareness. This is the one I was talking about earlier. It changes utility based on what element you have the most on your team. His second passive Heat Link increases his sunburn damage by 35% when attacking an enemy under a burn DOT. All in all, I'd say he is a solid unit that can be helpful in tournaments as he can support other elements in the team. If you liked this video, please leave a like and subscribe. That's all, folks. See ya.